The very best treatment you can give to diabetes is to prevent it from happening. Because if it does happen, diabetes affects a whole lot of things in your body. It affects your eyes, it affects your legs, it affects your heart, your kidney. In fact, every part of your body is affected with diabetes. And the best thing you can do for yourself is just to prevent it. And one of the ways you can do that is by assessing your risk. And when you know your risk, you begin to make conscious efforts towards preventing it from happening. And that is why we brought about the very first video I spoke about. Please, if you've not done that, if you've not assessed your risk, please do it. It's cheap, it's easy, you don't have to spend any money on it. You just go ahead and do it and then know your score. This diabetes can be described like a lion that is in a cage. If you go to a zoo, you find that the lions are kept in the cage. While they are in the cage, no worries. You can actually walk around the cage. You can say hi to Mr. Lion and you don't get bothered. You can actually say hi, and most times you throw things or make noises and the lions don't disturb you. They don't. But open the cage, release them from the cage, and then you will get to know who and what Mr. Lion can do. So the same applies to diabetes. You can only put diabetes in the cage by preventing it. And when you release it by not preventing it or by not taking the conscious effort to prevent it, you are releasing that lion. It will definitely do a lot of harm than good. The harm involved with diabetes are so many. They are so many. The complications are so many. They are so many. And if you've done that assessment, or probably you already know that you are at high risk of diabetes, there are two things you can do. You can either skip this video, move on to the next one, or watch to the very end to understand various things you can do to help you reduce the risk of diabetes and possibly delay or prevent the occurrence of diabetes in your very life. This movement starts you and I. There are basically 5 ways you can actually prevent or delay the occurrence of diabetes, and I'm going to be listing that for you in this video. And I would encourage you to watch to the very end because the very last point is the best of them all. It is the easiest, and I don't know why I'm used to saying easiest because these things are things you can do literally. Yes, it's literally the easiest, most affordable thing you can do. People often neglect it, but it's very important. I'm going to be saying that in the last point, so I would want you to please watch to the very end of this video. Those points that we use to assess your risk factor can be grouped as either modifiable or non-modifiable. Let me start with the non-modifiable. These are things you can't change. There is nothing you can do about it. Nothing, absolutely nothing. You can't do anything about it. They include your age, they include your sex, and they include your family history. You can't change it. If your father, your mother, your sister, grandparents has got diabetes or is living with diabetes, you cannot do anything about it. You can't say because daddy you have diabetes, I'm not going to be a member of this family again. It's not possible. I'm sorry. But these are things you just can't change. But the good news is more of those pointers are under the things you can actually change. You can actually modify. You can actually adjust. And then you reduce your risk of diabetes. And you can do that by these 5 ways I'm going to be mentioning in this video. Number 1 is exercise. The importance of exercise can never ever be overemphasized. It is very important. But in this video, I just want to let you know that you can start little. Just start one step at a time. One step at a time. Let's start by you putting in those steps. You need to go to the stores to buy something. Instead of using your car, you can just walk. It helps. You need to do 1 or 2 things. Instead of using the bus, instead of using the transport, just walk. Walking is a good form of exercise. It is easy. It is achievable, it is attainable by anyone. Exercise don't just reduce your risk of diabetes, it also reduces your cardiovascular risk of conditions such as stroke and hypertension as well. Putting in those little steps count. There are recommended steps, but I will encourage you, please start little and then build on them. You can also do some other forms of exercise like swimming, like cycling, like running. It all depends on what your strength can carry. But I will always encourage you to start and then build on it. Do 50 steps today, increase it to 100 steps tomorrow, increase to 150 next tomorrow, and before you know it, you will start getting up to 10,000 steps a day, which is the recommended. But you can always start little. You can always start little. The first thing there is just start. The next on the list is reduce stress. Most of the times, worry puts us at high risk of diabetes. Yes, it does. Yes. Let me tell you how it happens. When you are under stress, maybe by stress of illness or stress of environment or whatever thing that might put you under stress, your whole body begins to send signals. There's some hormones in your body that triggers the production of glucose is released, and you wouldn't want to do that. So keep your body at rest. Whatever that wants to put you under stress, talk to it. Just stay calm. You will be fine. Stay calm all the time. I understand in most cases we can't help it, but you can always speak to your body. Decrease stress. Take those breathing exercises. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And then just calm your nerves. The next one on the list is your diet, your nutrition. Avoid all those processed food, avoid all those highly processed food. Go for meals that are rich in fiber and less of the carbohydrates. I'm going to be doing a video on the foods that are rich in fiber, less carbohydrate, that are safe for you to use. And then the next one on the list is sleep. Research has it that if you get good sleep, you'll be more productive and you'll be more efficient as well. Sleep and rest. Sleep, sleep, sleep. I'm not encouraging you to sleep all the way, but at least do not get less than 6 hours of sleep at night. Try as much as possible to sleep, and sleep helps as well to reduce this risk of diabetes. Yes, it does. So try to sleep at least 6 hours at night. And the last and most important one is hydration. Drink water. It's simple, right? I told you. Drink water. Water is very, very important. It keeps you hydrated. Somehow, whether you like it or not, it neutralizes or reduces the blood glucose levels in your body. Water is very important. Drink water. Drink water. Keep drinking. It is recommended that you drink about 2 liters of water or even more every day. Drink and drink and drink water. It is very important. I'm sure that with these 5 things, if you're able to adopt these 5 things I have mentioned, you will find out that your weight will reduce, your activity level will increase, your dietary choices will improve, and your general well being will improve as well. Research has it that if you reduce 10 to 20% of your body weight, you have reduced your risk of having diabetes by 53 to 56%, more than half of the time. Definitely. And you can only do that by putting in those steps: exercise, getting sleep, reducing stress, making appropriate dietary choices, and getting hydrated. Water. Water. And I'm so sure that you found this video very helpful. Why don't you go ahead and click the like button, click the subscribe button and share this video to friends and well wishers till I come your way again with another interesting package. From me is bye.